Alright everyone, here we are with ticker symbol HYLN, Hyliion Holdings Corp. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And before we jump into this chart, I just want to go ahead and announce to everyone that I have a Twitter account now. The link is down below in the description. And I also have a new ticker symbol to go ahead and share with you guys that you want to add to your watch list. So far, we've talked about WBA, Walgreens Boots Alliance. I have a new one, so stay tuned to the end of this video so that we can go over that as well. You're going to be interested in it because it has a lot to do with the innovations going on right now. I highly recommend doing your research and due diligence on it, but you'll be surprised that this is something that can benefit from the market share of the EV sector and even probably the 5G sector. So some interesting stuff. So let's go ahead and see here HYLN stock, Hyliion Holdings Corp. So Hyliion did a really good job here by the bulls to go ahead and sit right there and use resistance as support. It looked like it was running and then it just collapsed. It got destroyed by the bears. I believe that had to do with some profit taking, right? People that got in at these peaks saying, hey, I've been holding for weeks now. I don't see this going much further. Let me get out now. So that's pretty normal getting to these points. It's like it's bound to happen. Now, if it continues in the downward trend, that might be an unhealthy sign. But if it kind of just hangs out sideways and then it bounces up to the next highs, that sounds like a healthy projection, right? And that will show us that it's a healthy movement due to the fact that yes, it pulled back, some profit taking, uncertainty, and then consolidation, and now we're going to keep on moving up because we already got rid of those that wanted to get out at this point. The next point that we might see a pullback at would be up here at $19 to $20, and then after that we have the uncertainty because there's a big drop here of how many times people are going to try to get out instead of holding through because they've been holding for months now at that point. So that's something you got to remember. You have to remember other investors' sentiment and how they feel about things because not everyone is on the same page. That's why investor sentiment is so important to be aware of possible outcomes moving forward or moving later into the stock, or even where is it going to have a true resistance due to the fact of what we're seeing right now. Like by default, $19, let's take away the 3 cents, anywhere in the $19 range was going to be a resistance level that was going to be difficult for the bulls to break through because the bears were going to appear regardless to either break even, get out of the stock, whatever it is, cut their losses, whatever it was going to pull back. And you can see how quickly it's pulling back. And then once it starts pulling back, it makes other investors that are getting in take the small profits and get out as well because uncertainty kicks in and it looks like it's going back the other way. So we need to watch this carefully. So 50-day moving average is 1701. I'd write that down. Super important number to have in mind. As long as we're above it, we're in bullish territory. The moment we're below it, we're in bearish territory. Let's look at our new support and resistance based off the chart. And then we're going to look at this a little bit broader because these numbers are important, but I want to talk about this a little bit broader. So if support gets broken through, right, our next support level would be down here at this point right here, 1691. Super important to keep in mind. And that's below the 50-day moving average by about almost 10 cents. So you want to keep this in mind. This is a very important number moving forward if the volatility takes it in the downward direction. Now, it takes support and the 50-day moving average to get crossed to get there, but this is an important number as it is the first support level in bearish territory. Now, on the other hand, the highest point reached, to be exact, was up here at 1846. That is the most important resistance level moving forward for the bulls to break through if the volatility goes in the upward direction. So I want every single investor to have that written down and keep that in mind. All right, so let's talk about our support. Our support here is the lowest point reached in the day, right, before this slight momentum upwards and sideways movement, and that's 1707. 6 cents away from the 50-day moving average. Really small window to watch what's going on and the behavior of this stock. Even a small window between this support and the next support in bearish territory. So it's going to be very important to watch this carefully. Pay close attention to how the stock's reacting. How quickly is it moving downwards? Or are the bulls even trying to reappear? It's going to be very vital to pay close attention to these cues and this behavior going on moving forward, because it's already pulling back from these gains. Now, when you look at different analyst ratings, I think the low end of the analyst ratings is saying $19 to $20, and the high end is almost at $26, $27, and the midway point's like $24 per share. And that's 12 months from now. So this growth here is pretty powerful growth here within a short period of time. Now, this pullback, like I said, taking into account some profit taking from here and some breaking even or cutting losses from here, this was the effect. So what we want to see now is actually the bulls to pull away a little bit from the 50-day moving average and form some consolidation, not like a crazy run up, but some consolidation and then run up again. And then we're going on to a healthy track of moving forward, right? But it's going to be interesting moving forward in these next couple of days, because we are in tug of war zone here. We need to keep that in mind. We're currently at 1736. Our support here, 1707, 50-day moving average. Our next support, everything's so tight and crammed up there that the tug of war is on within these levels and in these areas. Now, resistance is 1757. This is what I want to emphasize to all investors. 1757, for the bulls to maintain control and maintain this momentum, they need to break through 1757. They need to turn that resistance level into a support and pull away from it in the upward direction. Very, very important for the bulls to do so. I want every single investor to be aware of this. 1757 needs to be turned into a support and then broken through and pulled away from in the upward direction, so that the bulls can get deeper into bullish territory, pull away from the 50-day moving average in the upward direction, reach newer highs, and continue this momentum. It's very important. I want to emphasize that. Need to break through resistance, okay? That is an emphasis on the fact that they need to break through this. Because just hanging out sideways or even slightly breaking through it and not pulling too much upwards, this 50-day moving average by default can cross over the price and end up the stock price in bearish territory, giving leverage to the bears to pull this down even further. So very important to keep that in mind. As always, I hope that with these cues, you guys are well equipped for tomorrow's trading day. If you're a first-time viewer and investor coming across this channel, hit that subscribe button if you learned something new. And don't forget to click on the bell. By clicking on the bell, you can turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. So for those of you that have stayed till the end of this video to know which ticker symbol to add to your watch list, I've previously talked about WBA, Walgreens Boots Alliance. The stock I'm about to talk about, the last time I did a video on it was back in December, and it was at $24, almost reaching $25. It's currently trading closer to $29 to $30. It might be doing a slight pullback, and it might be healthy, so you definitely want to watch it and do your due diligence and research on this stock. But the stock is ALGM. Some of you may have heard it before. Some of you may have never heard it before, but definitely want to put this on your radar moving into this year with innovations of EV cars and probably even the 5G sector. They can take a market share in these areas due to the fact of what they produce, what their niche is, and what they're doing. So definitely look into it. If you want to see my thorough analysis on that ticker symbol, comment down below how you feel about Hyliion, or just comment anything in general about ALGM, and I will definitely share with you guys the video that I did back in December and what analysts were saying. And I believe that analysts are looking to probably even upgrade their target prices due to the fact that this is already broken through some of the analysts' target pricing. All right, so stay tuned for that. Comment down below and I will share that video with you. Do your due diligence, do your research. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold, but I am here to enlighten you guys on adding that ticker symbol ALGM to your watch list. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.